All right, so we've got our images into our layout, and now we need to get it from our default. They're all smashed up against the top to something that looks like this. And we're going to do that in code. Let's see. I'm going to try split for a bit. So under the matching or the top linear layout, we are going to change it so that it's not laid out with this default of horizontal. We're going to change it so that its orientation is vertical. Android orientation is set equal to vertical, and you will see now they are all on the left, but they are aligned vertically. And let's go back over to here. These guys are aligned vertically, but there are two things. One, the yellow robot, and two, a group that contains the red and the white. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get them all to tend towards the center. I'm going to do that by going Android, gravity, and Android gravity equals, and then center. Okay. Now, in order to get these to come together in two groups, I'm going to put in a nested layout. So I am going to put the yellow guy on the outside of the layout, and the red and the white will be on the inside of the layout. But first, let's put our layout in right here. Now, if I put it in here, red is outside and yellow is inside. We'll fix that in a bit. So we're going to go begin bracket and then linear layout. And when I do it this way, without a copy and paste, I do an autocomplete, it does give me the values that are required. It doesn't put in like match parent, but it does put in some empty brackets that I have, or empty parentheses that I have to fill in. So match parent and match parent. I'm getting nothing on split, so it is still not good. I need to end the linear layout. When I put in that end bracket, it gives me two things. It's going to end, oh, I got a character that is extra, so that was holding me up. But it gave me this end bracket for basically what are the main parameters of the linear layout, and then just to end the linear layout altogether. I'm going to take this end tag and I'm going to move it by cutting it, and I'm going to put it in, well, here is fine. This X now is the parent linear layout, and then I'm going to start tabbing over. All right, after saving you a little bit of viewing time after tabbing over, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in code. This is what it looks like in the design view. These guys are on the field, and the red guy, well, he's up here, shoved off the screen. We'll get him back momentarily. All right, so we are going to set the orientation to horizontal. It is the default, but it's good to see it in code. Android orientation set to, did I say vertical? This was horizontal. And we are going to set the gravity towards the center. All right, so those guys look like they're in a pretty good position, except for we still have lost the red guy, and the red guy is still right up here. I'm not sure when this came in. I'm going to get rid of it. Everything got that weight. I'm going to get rid of that weight for both of them. Again, did not notice when that came in. I'll watch the video and see if I notice it. Okay, so now This guy came back in once I deleted that code, but he's not where I want him to be. Look how big this height is. So it has a height of as much as it could take up. We're going to make it so that it isn't as much as it could take up, but as much as it should take up. Only the height of the picture. And you can probably guess what that is. In the linear layout, the height, we're going to change from match parent to wrap content. All right, and there we go. Now, almost there. The red guy and the yellow guy, they're out of position. In fact, they kind of all are. I need to kind of rotate them. So we are going to take the red guy, put him in the inner layout, and take the yellow guy out. First, let's take the yellow guy out. And we'll put him in up here. Okay, so now it doesn't look like I have a group in the center anymore because inside the nested loop there's only one thing, or not the nested loop, the nested linear layout. Now we're going to take the red and we're going to cut him, and we are going to put him in front of white. All right. Looks good. Let's see if it matches over here. All right, so that's what it looks like for the one that I had as my test. Like, this is what I started with. And this is the new one. Okay, so that is our user interface.